When you think of Burger King, do you think of the Whopper? The advertisement says, "BK, have it your way." Well, is that the truth? Let's find out. Food advertisements have for a long time made their items appear larger, juicier, and crispier than they actually are. However, some consumers claim that these enticing advertisements might border on fraud, and this is giving rise to an increasing number of lawsuits. Burger King is the most recent target of this attack. A class action lawsuit claiming Burger King's advertisements misrepresent the quantity of meat in its Whopper burger, and other meals was not overturned by a federal judge in Florida in August 2023. What happened? Is this lawsuit going to finally prove the real story behind the Burger King Whopper? Let's dive into the details. What happened? Burger King has been ordered to defend itself against a class action lawsuit that accuses it of fraudulent advertising, joining the ranks of other fast food giants including McDonald's, Burger King, and Taco Bell. The claim, which was initially filed in March 2020 and is the most recent in a string of related legal actions, charged the burger business with exaggerating the size of its iconic Whopper sandwiches in promotional materials. According to the lawsuit, Burger King advertised Whoppers that were actually 35% smaller than they appeared in commercials, and thus made them appear to be twice as big. Burger King advertises its burgers as large burgers compared to competitors and containing oversized meat patties and ingredients that overflow over the bun, said the filing. Although the size of the Whopper and the beef patty increased materially in Burger King's advertisements, the amount of beef or ingredients contained in the actual Whopper that customers receive did not increase, it said, accusing Burger King of materially overstating the size of nearly every menu item in its current advertisements. Consumers claim false advertising. Plaintiffs from Florida, New York, Illinois, Massachusetts, Michigan, California, Connecticut, Ohio, Kentucky, Mississippi, Pennsylvania, and Arizona were represented in the lawsuit by Florida attorney Anthony Russo. The plaintiffs claim that they were disappointed after buying Burger King products based on the way they appeared in photographs, only to discover that they were smaller in reality. Complainants claim that if they had realized the food products did not resemble the advertisements, they would not have bought them. They claim to have been deceived, according to court records. Burger King refuted the allegations and requested that the case be dismissed, arguing that reasonable customers are aware that food is modeled in advertisements to make it appear as appetizing as possible, and that they are not compelled to offer burgers that look exactly like the picture. BKC makes very clear how much beef the Whopper contains, the company said in the filing. Burger King used its own marketing materials to make the point that the asterisk next to the statement that the Whopper sandwich contains 14 lb asterisk of savory flame-grilled beef refers to a disclaimer that clarifies that the weight refers to the pre-cooked patties. Plaintiffs do not and cannot contend that BKC delivered them less than a quarter pound of beef with any Whopper or Big King, Burger King said. They argue instead that they expected more beef, ostensibly because of the protruding patties in the pictures. Judge gives the go-ahead. U.S. District Judge Roy Altman ruled that the complaints that Burger King violated consumer protection laws and that the company's television and web marketing misled consumers will be dismissed. However, he decided that other claims in the lawsuit, such as negligent misrepresentation, contract breach, and unjust enrichment, could still be pursued because the court is not in a position to judge whether the disparity between the products received and those advertised was enough to alter the purchasing preferences of reasonable American consumers. After that, he advised leaving that decision to the consumers themselves, who, if the case proceeds that far, will get to sit in the jury box and tell us what reasonable people think on the matter. A Burger King spokesperson told USA Today, in a statement after the judgment, the plaintiff's claims are false. The flame-grilled beef patties portrayed in our advertising are the same patties used in the millions of Whopper sandwiches we serve to guests nationwide. The plaintiff's attorney, Anthony Russo, did not immediately return a request for comment. Fast food lawsuits. Burger King is hardly the only one, though. A law firm that keeps track of class action lawsuits, Perkins Coie, reported that 101 lawsuits were filed against food and beverage firms in the first half of this year, and 214 were brought against them in 2022. From 2010, when only 45 were filed, there has been a significant increase. Waves of class action lawsuits began flooding federal courts a few years ago, according to Pooja Nair, a lawyer with the Beverly Hills, California-based legal firm Irvin Cohen and Jessup, who represents food and beverage corporations. She claimed that some of the initial complaints were misleading advertising charges against chip manufacturers for not entirely filling the bags. Numerous lawsuits have been brought since 2019, alleging that vanilla-flavored products that don't include pure vanilla or vanilla beans are misleading consumers. The majority of the cases are filed in the same courts in New York, California, and Illinois, where federal courts are less likely to dismiss them outright, according to the Plaintiffs' Counsel, she added. According to Nair, businesses frequently settle disputes before filing a lawsuit rather than investing the time and resources necessary to fight them. This summer, A&W and Keurig Dr. Pepper settled accusations that they misled consumers by labeling soda cans made with aged vanilla when they actually contained artificial flavoring by agreeing to pay $15 million. A Chicago resident filed a lawsuit against Buffalo Wild Wings in March, claiming that the restaurant's boneless wings are actually chicken breast tenders, which are cheaper. The company, Buffalo Wild Wings, has refuted the claims and is requesting that the lawsuit be dismissed on the grounds that boneless wings wouldn't deceive reasonable consumers. Last year, lawsuits were filed against McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's over the size of their cheeseburgers. Nair stated that this case's outcome is uncertain. Cases against large fast food chains have typically proven challenging to win, she claimed. Every sandwich is unique, unlike boxes of cereal or soda, and some can resemble the pictures on menu boards more than others. These matters have been resolved on a court-by-court basis because the U.S. Supreme Court has not taken a position on them. Customer awareness. Many experts claim that this pattern is the result of rising consumer awareness. According to Jordan Hudgens, Chief Technology Officer for DashTrack, an Arizona-based business that creates restaurant websites, social media can rapidly make a photo of a soggy sandwich go viral, alerting other potential plaintiffs. People are starting to doubt product assurances because of growing interest in nutrition and health, he added. Inflation may currently make restaurants a target, according to Ben Michael, an attorney with Michael & Associates in Austin, Texas, as some may have reduced portion sizes to reduce costs. Unfortunately, many businesses make these changes without consulting their marketing department or updating their menus to represent new portion sizes and ingredients, he said. This leaves them open to the kinds of lawsuits we've been seeing more of. In 2020, a federal appeals court upheld the dismissal of a lawsuit against Dunkin'. The plaintiffs claimed the business misled them when it claimed their wraps contained Angus steak, when in fact they did not. They just had ground meat. Ultimately, according to Jeff Gallek, an associate professor of marketing at Carnegie Mellon University's Tepper School of Business, the Burger King case and others might cause businesses to be more cautious with their advertising. But doing so can cost money because less realistic pictures might result in lower sales. There's a legal line. When is it puffery and when is it deceit? Gallek said. Companies are always trying to ride right up against that line. Nowadays, any company can be sued in a class action lawsuit for just about anything. I hope our video gave insight into the deceptive practices companies use to deceive customers. No more. Please click the like and subscribe button down below showing you love the video and support our channel. To make sure you don't miss any uploads, tap the bell icon and get notified for new content. Share the video and provide all of your feedback in the comments section below. Until next time, we look forward to seeing you in our next video.